everybody on... Oh, what the fuck? Hi guys. Welcome to the second... I was going to say third round. The second round of the Tier 2 OBF1 Championship, Season 3 at Portimao. Are you live yet, Mitch?
I'm not just yet.
Well, I'm joined by Mitch. He will be live on his YouTube. Mosh just said something to me, but I don't know what he said. Something about PlayStation. That.
I believe I am now live.
Fantastic, we're both live. Oh my god, what was that? I can also tell people to ready up. At Tier 2. Ready up. Right. So this is our first league race at Portimao, isn't it?
I believe we did a multi-Monday race, didn't we, at the end of last season?
Yes.
Here. But
Yes,
it's the
we
first in F1 cars, so it's going to be interesting, especially with the two new guys. I believe that there's also a bit of angst towards one of them because Jesse apparently is quite a quick driver. So let's see what happens today.
He is quite quick. He's yeah. So this could be a thing. Oh, my bit rate's not good. Should be okay. So I'm expecting either Jesse or Mchandler to be on top at the end of qualifying.
It doesn't look like a very warm day there either. Look at that; it's a very grey sky.
It looks
Might have
like
a little
it
bit
could
of rain
rain.
towards the end of qualifying potentially.
That could shake things up. I mean, turn 8's hard enough as it is in the dry. Never mind rain.
Yeah.
So just waiting for the session to get underway. That's messed up. There we go. So I want tire, telemetry, lap detail, and map.
What have we got? We've got 14 turns here at Portimao.
14 turns.
Elevation changes all over the track, so it's up and down. The famous turn 8 where nobody seems to be able to control their back end. It's going to be interesting.
It will. I kind of want to know what the weather is looking at the clouds on their forecast, but it'd be a nice surprise as well.
Who have we got leaving the pits?
We've got
an Alfa Romeo.
There's quite a few cars.
Rocco Lilly is the first car on track.
The Aussie,
on the soft tyres.
On his second race for us. Kian is also on an outlap.
I believe it's 6 AM where he is at the moment. He got up at 4 AM to put in a little bit of practice. And then 6 AM race starts, so it's some commitment for you. He must enjoy racing in the league, which is now the second race, I believe, that he's with us. Let's see what he can do in the Alfa Romeo.
They'll be hoping to put that commitment to good course as Kian has spun on his outlap.
That's always a good start.
It is.
It looks like everybody who is out at the moment has gone out on the soft tyres, other than AJM, who has put on the mediums. So whether it's just to get the feel of the track at the moment on the mediums, or if he believes he can do an alternate strategy from the other guys, we'll have to see what sort of lap he pumps in on these tyres.
What would you consider to be the best strategy here?
With the way safety cars come out, I would just put it as far up the order as you can on a set of softs. That's the way I would go at it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But
do you reckon?
Yeah, I'd try and start as far near the front as I could.
Yeah, especially with the way that turn 1 is. There's going to be some contact there.
So
As
I'm
we
going to
have
ride on
another
board with
spinner.
Broccolili. He's just coming through the first sector at the moment.
We've got Mchandler spinning on an outlap as well. Both classes have spun on their outlaps.
A 22-3 from Broccolili in sector 1.
I'll ride on board with his brother's team AGM's car in the Ferrari, not the Alpha. Sister brother team, you know. He's
Very
banned.
safe through turn 8, but managed to keep it in a straight line, so that's positive.
That's what we like to see. AGM's abandoned his lap. Let's ride on board with Big Boy Shanks. He's taking it very safe as well through turn 8.
Broccolili comes around the last corner to come across the line and set the benchmark lap, which is a 1:18.485. So that's the level. Let's see what everybody else can do.
Yeah, so he set the benchmark. To be fair, I think that's faster than one of my lap times round you. We got Shankly coming around the final corner. He's about to cross the line with he's second with a 120.7.
It sounded like a very early gear change into 8th gear on that corner there. So as Mohamed Guna improves to first to the 1:18.1. So Broccolili has got 3 attempts to make up there on Mohamed as he puts in his first hot lap of this qualifying session. But with us not knowing what the weather's going to be like, the track could get quicker, it could get slower, it could clear up and heat up a little bit, or we could have some rain. So these first laps could be very vital.
They could. Who knows, in a couple of minutes this could be the starting order as it is. From 1st to 7th.
Looks like Mchandler has set a 1:17.4 as well, so the winner from round 1 has put his stamp on this qualifying, so let's see what everybody else can do.
He's gonna want to show that his round 1 win was not a fluke. I'm quite surprised I got viewers on my stream. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even put it in the Discord.
He must just be popular.
You know me, you know the Welsh. You know, we even beat Belgium. Well, we didn't beat them, but we drew against them, so it's basically a win.
Take any victory you can.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very close there. There's Jesse's coming into the 3rd sector. Mohamed was just off the track a little bit. I don't think it was enough to put Jesse off, but
maybe a little startle, maybe a little bit of a jump. It's a 1:16.9.
Wow.
He is quick.
Oh, there we go. The hype was right. We knew that there was going to be some pace, but yeah, a 1:16.9, and that's 5 tenths gap to Mchandler, as Kian has spun on turn 8 and put it into the gravel.
He done that a lot in the trial during Imola. But other than that, he was clean, so that's what we look for.
We've got Moshe coming through the last corner now on the medium tyres. Let's see what time this is from Moshe.
So 118.
A 1:18.8. 7 thousandths of a second different from AJM's time on the mediums. So looks like that's the pace of the mediums at the moment. I don't know whether Moshe's going to potentially try for another lap, but he's only got 16% ERS left, so it's not going to be as quick as his last if he does.
No, and I don't know if it's just me, but them clouds seem to be getting worse.
It's definitely a gloomy day in the Algarve, I know that.
I think I'd cry if our race is going to be like this. If it rains. I'd also cry if some of the drivers are jumping around the track like they did last time. Right, I'm on board with Invader now. He's coming around the final few corners of the Algarve circuit. It's going to be quite a slow lap. He's already at 1:15.
He's invalidated this lap. I think he's on an in lap.
Yeah, he is indeed. I didn't even notice that. I should have looked at the track map, really. Such a good of a commentator I am, isn't it? What's the next race? Is it Qatar?
Oh, Broccolilli is round. Is there any damage? He's hit the wall, but doesn't look like his alpha's damaged. But that's not what you want to be doing on your start of a flying lap. So come in, put another set of rubbers on, and go again.
Oh, 100%. Them tyres are going to be cooked now. Doesn't look like he's got damage, though, so it could just be a simple tyre change and back out. Do we know if Tier 1's being streamed?
I don't believe we have anyone to stream Tier 1 at the moment.
If anyone's watching,
which is rather unfortunate, really.
Yeah. There was no Tier 2 last week, no Tier 1 this week being streamed. Yeah, he's running out of fuel. He's not going to be on a lap. Neil.
Oh, so it looks like Broccolilli isn't opting for a new set of tyres. A hot lap here.
He's committed to the cause. He goes a little bit hot into turn 3 there.
Got yellow showing in sector 3 at the moment. I think that might just be a slow in or out lap at the moment.
Yeah, I believe so. Is this going to cause it? No, he's fine. He's well clear. That's
an invalidation.
Anybody else on that? We got Jesse's back on an out lap.
Shankly is currently put in 5 laps, so I don't know whether this is just a little bit of a warm-up and then he's going to come in, put some fresh tyres on and go for the hot lap, because from 5 laps at the moment he's on a 120.6, so it's just under 4 seconds shy of the pole sitter at the moment.
It's going to be interesting to see if he can close the gap.
We like to see Shankly get a good result, so hopefully he can get himself up the chart and get some points today.
It would be great to see. It's what we like to see. Shankly in the points.
Nearly had a crash there. Oh, and Tavernier has been given a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Shankly. So I don't know what happened there, but that's not what Tavernier wants.
Well, Shankly's got one as well.
Oh no.
It's disaster for the boys.
We might see an incident report at the end, but I'm not sure whose fault that was. I took my eyes off it for a second and looked back up and there was a penalty.
Yeah, I was on board with Jesse at the time and he had spun. And then I just seen that pop up and I was like, oh god. Is there anything in the chat? No, nothing in the chat. Oh, there is something in the race day chat. I'm kind of confused at the minute because Tavernier said in the chat, I'm so sorry to whoever's lap I messed up. I think it was Kian.
I think that may have been his last lap before he went back into the pits. I'm going to run on board with Jesse now, who's the weather actually looks like it's brightening up, so this track might get a little bit quicker. The sun looks like it is peeping through at the moment. Jesse is nearly a tenth up through sector 1, but coming across some traffic, Martin does well to get himself out of the way. We'll stay on board with Jesse through the second sector here. Swoops left, slight lift off, right hand into the famous
Just
turn 8 and an
invalidates.
invalidation.
He was definitely pushing the limits there. Pushed him a bit too much. But the track does look like it's getting greener at the minute. I'm right on board with Mosh at the minute. He's just about to enter sector 2. He's in sector 2, sorry. He hasn't lost
Antonis has put in the chat, come on Martin, former teammate. Where we got? Well, Martin hasn't set a lap at the moment. Let's have a quick look. He's not going to set one this lap either, as he's invalidated. He heads into the box, put on some fresh tyres and go again.
Mosh doesn't seem to set the best lap, but I could be correct. No, he's pitting. Right.
Sanchez is on an invalid lap. Is this an out lap? No, it doesn't look like it is. He's going to go again for another hot lap. Must have enough fuel on board. A 1:19.1 was the time on that lap, but invalidated, so he might have lifted off a little bit. Plenty of VRS left. Nice and tight for turn 3.
I'm going to stay on board with Truckee for his out lap. I'm going to put my phone on silent because that's going to annoy me.
Sanchez is now currently coming towards the end of sector 2 and another invalidation.
Sanchez is definitely...
Has he got enough in the tank to go again, or is he going to box and put on a fresh set?
Trucker Fireman's coming out. Not coming out. He's starting his flying lap. He's on old softs though, so I don't think he's going to improve by much.
Sanchez is going again, so there must be enough fuel on board that McLaren.
Has he got much ERS?
Yeah, well, as soon as he invalidated, he switched it straight off. So he's got 65% in there at the moment, which should be enough to see him round one lap. Doesn't look like he's coming towards some traffic, so hopefully they get out of the way for him.
We got Truckee who's 0.2 faster than his previous lap, but he has invalidated.
Oh no.
Seems like
Sanchez is a 10th down on his best time at the moment through sector 1.
I'm going to stay on board with El Shakal. I want to see if he can improve from 5th to get into the top 3 maybe. As I say that, he's a 10th down coming out of sector 1. Can he still improve? He hasn't invalidated. I thought he did. He had both wheels on the red and white curbs.
Sanchez has just run incredibly wide and it's not invalidated him.
Is that a bit of time gain possibly? I think El Shakal thinks he's playing Need for Speed Tokyo Drift. He drifted through turn 8. And
I'm just going to be for Sanchez. It's a 1:17.9, 2 tenths quicker, and it puts him ahead of Mohamed Guna, who's on an out lap. We've got a minute and a half left of qualifying now, so the track looks like it's warming up a bit. The sun is out, so these times could come down slightly at least from where they are at the moment. So let's see what everybody can do. I'm going to run on board with Mohamed Guna. He's just letting through a couple of cars at the moment, it looks like. You're not going to do that for too long because your tyres will get cold.
Oh, we got Snitsy. He's invalid. Never mind. Sanchez is 2 tenths up on his previous time, but invalid. Broccoli is coming through sector 2. He takes turn 7 very cautiously.
Oh, Mohamed Guna has absolutely ruined his own qualifying there. He's run wide on the exit of the final corner and invalidated his next lap. So he will be starting, best case, 9th position. but obviously everybody else is going to be on quick laps.
We got Manchester Red Devils trying to improve his time. He was on softs, but now he's on mediums. He's stuck the mediums on. He is sliding all over the place coming through sector 1. He's 4/10ths down on his previous time. He's not going to improve. He doesn't look like he's got the most stable of rear ends at the minute either.
Sanchez is currently starting his 5th lap on this set of soft tyres, which are the tyres that he set his best time on.
So he's going to be starting on 5-lap old softs.
Yeah, he's currently sitting in 8th position, so unless 2 people go ahead of him, he's going to be starting on very old soft tyres.
They're
which
going to
I'm not sure is a great strategy call.
Probably not, unless he's thinking a safety car is going to come out in turn 1. And he gets a free pit stop, maybe. But even then, he's got to go all the way around the track. But there are a lot of yellow flags in this qualifying session, so I am thinking that's going to be an indication of how the race is going to go.
I think also with that, it's partly people slowing down to let people by. So you've got to take it with a pinch of salt in qualifying. We'd rather have people cause a yellow flag and get out of the way than be in somebody else's way and cause an accident. So.
We've got Mchandler retired from the session as you were saying that. Sorry to interrupt. What happened there?
I think he's in the pits, isn't he?
I don't know. I think so. There's only... I don't know. Yeah, he's got to be. I interrupted you for nothing then. Sorry.
Invader's given up on his lap. It looks like that could be where everybody's going to qualify.
Have we got a minor glitch though? Because it says here Tavernier is on an out lap. I know this happened in season 2 in one of our races.
Yeah, I have seen that. Let's see what happens when he goes over the line.
I think it also happened in Vietnam.
Tavernier is calling out Shankly in the chat.
Beef.
We'll have to see the footage afterwards.
Yeah.
And yet it has let Tavernier start a lap, so we'll run with the Ferrari to see what time he can set here. In this little glitch that he's been able to master up.
Is it the Ferrari master plan? I don't really know what's happening. It just says he's doing 1 minute 13 through sector 1.
And then it's just told me it's another outlap he's on.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. I really hope we don't have to red flag the session.
It does look like it's an AI driving as well.
Might have to wait for that time, see what happens when that time gets to 0. Just in case, I am going to screenshot the current lineup.
And the time has remained on 1 second.
He's crossed the line. Anything?
And Lando Norris, Yuki Tsunoda and George Russell have appeared from nowhere at the bottom of the standings. Oh, Codemasters.
Wow, we love this game. Where have them 3 come from?
It looks like we've got a glitch here, so we're going to have to back out of the session and get everybody back in and do a custom grid. Which is actually a blessing for Sanchez. Because his 5-lap tyres now, he's not going to start on.
Nope. We're just going to remind them that they got to start on softs. All of them in the top 10. Do we wait another lap and see what happens?
Nice. The lobby's glitched. I'll make another one.
Yeah, no worries. I'll put an announcement.
I'm just going to pause the broadcast because no one's going to want me to see me setting this up. We'll be back very shortly.
Red flaff. There we go. We've got the invite. Join. Sorry
Yeah, can
about
you
this, guys.
start inviting people in, because I'm just doing the settings at the moment.
Yeah, no worries. Right. AJM, Broccoli, Invader, Kian, Martin, Marsh, Mohammed, Neil, Shankly, Sanchez, Manchester Red Devil, El Shakal. Did you take a picture of the finish? I feel like I'm missing someone. I don't know why. I've got 14 people so far. Schnitzy, there's one. There's 15. Um, I think it's Tavernier. Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, I got it. Him, that's 16, and that new guy with it. Truck. I just called someone man by accident. Rip. There, 17 drivers, right? Sent. That's all of them.
Alright, hopefully they join nice and quickly so we can get this grid sorted out and get back underway.
Um, there's 10 in
Alright, let's
already.
get the broadcast back underway again, so everyone can see we're not fiddling.
I bloody hope not. We're streaming.
There we go. Weekend structure. Grid editor. So have we got our polls here in? Jesse, yes. Second position was Masha. Third position was Chandler. Fourth position was Invader. Fifth, El Shakal. Sixth, Sanchez. Seventh was Kia.
I'll send him another invite. He would, wouldn't he? Mohammed, Neil. What's the odds they're still racing in the other lobby? Schnitzy. It would be. Did he actually qualify in 10th?
Mohammed Guna did, yeah.
Jeez.
118.190. 11 thousandths of a second difference between Broccoli. Why is Mohammed Guna saying that? He's the only person that's not joined.
Schnitzy's just joined Mohammed's game.
In. Well, we just need Schnitzy to join back again.
There you are. Sorted.
Schnitzy was in 8th. Really nice. There we go. That is it. Confirm changes.
Right, I'm ready to say ready up. They have anyway.
Just shout it and chat a little bit. Setup's back on. All top 10 on the soft tyres. 20-second penalty if they do not start on that tyre.
All in caps, so they can't say we didn't
All
say it.
in caps.
Right, so hopefully we can get underway with the race with no problems now.
Fingers crossed.
Gallery, camera.
Just hope everyone remembers to put on their setups.
Oh, I've done that once, I've forgotten that.
Yeah, it's the most frustrating thing, especially if you put a good qualifying session together.
Yeah. I can't remember what track it was. It was back in 2020, I think. And we were
I
using
think
that game.
everybody must have done it.
Spa. It was that race, it was Spa. I can't remember if it was Wednesday or Friday's run. Right, who are we waiting for? Don't know, Jeff.
No, I don't get a list at the moment. I think that first 45 seconds you waited for was everyone selecting their tyres for the weekend. Although it doesn't let you change it, it's a bit of a pointless exercise, really.
Yeah. What's your predictions for this race?
Well, let's have a look what happens at the first corner first. We'll have a chat afterwards. The 5 lights are on, and away we go. It
That
looks
was
like a solid start from the the Aston Martin, and it is. He's got a couple of cars gap already as we go 2 wide. Is that?
any contact? There's no contact. Yes, there is. There's a Ferrari and an AlphaTauri round at turn 1. It's AGM and Neil Moser that have come together.
And Schnitzy's also found himself in the gravel as well, so it's not a great start for those three. We've got another.
Sanchez is round. Shankly, no. Bracoli's in the
Broccoli's
wall.
pointing a wall.
You can't park there, sir. Is Martin and Tavernier going side by side? Martin goes very wide, almost takes Tavernier out there. Nobody spun at the infamous turn 8 though.
We've got Keaton's currently right on the back of Invader, looking to get past.
That's quite a
The
close
biggest winner
midfield.
so far at the moment looks like it's Tavernier and Martin who are both up 6 positions. Mosher's down 2 at the moment. He's lost out to Chandler and Chakal. Chakal's had a good start, a couple of positions up, running in 3rd position at the moment. Jesse looks to have driven away from everybody at the moment, a 1.7 second gap to Chandler. So it looks like the predictions before the race are right, and Jesse is the person to beat at the moment in this tier.
Might even be a bit too quick for this tier. We got Tavernier's got a 3-second time penalty already for corner cutting.
Schnitzy and Broccolilli are both in the pit, so they must have picked up a bit of damage on lap 1. Be interesting to see what they do strategy-wise, what tyres they put on.
We've got Martin right on the back of the truck. I'm sure there was some contact there. I'm not sure if Martin's got front wing damage from rear-ending him. It doesn't look to have damage.
Keaton's picked up 3-second penalty as well. Driving in the dirty air of Invader, very, very close to the back of him, so sort of throwing himself all over the track at the moment, but those 3 seconds are something he's not going to want to pick up.
Shankly's going to be pleased with himself for the minute. He's gained 3 positions. Big boy Shanks. Kieran still back on the back of Invader. He's not going to get the DRS until next lap, so do you reckon he's got the straight line speed to get past him?
I don't think so. It looks like there was a little bit of understeer. Mchandler's just put in a quick lap to bring that gap down to 1.2 seconds now, so it's not all plain sailing for Jesse at the moment. Chandler's going to want to do something about that gap, which is nice to see. We didn't want to see Jesse just drive away from everyone, so hopefully Chandler can keep bringing that gap down and make a race out of this.
Yeah, he's just got to keep his composure, keep cool.
As Mosh is going up the inside of El Shakal with the DRS.
Oh, that was a great
So
move.
he gets that one done. Is there a cut back on for El Shakal?
No, Mosh has managed just to keep that position. But he is trying to sniff. He didn't get a good sniff. We have got Sanchez in the pit again. There's probably another wing change there.
Oh, Shakal missed his braking point there, and then he went straight into Mosher. Did well to get out of that, but he's given Mosher a chance to drive away, and he's outside the DRS as well now, which is not what Shakal would have wanted.
Definitely not. He's probably a bit hot-headed there after that.
It's also impacted Kian trying to get past Invader, because Invader's now within the 1 second of Shakal, and is going to have the DRS up the straight.
So that's going to pull him along. It's going to make it a lot harder for him to get past Kian. We've got Martin with the DRS on Tavernier, and Tavernier does not have DRS. He's going to be wanting to make a swift overtake into turn 1, but doesn't manage it. He's gone well beyond the track limits. Coming into turn 3, had a little. He hasn't been able to do anything with it. He's thought better than pulled out, and nothing's come of it.
So we've got a little bit of a chain here for fourth position at the moment. Shakal at the front of it. Invaders 6 tenths behind with Kian 3 tenths behind Invader. So Invader's sort of keeping Kian behind at the moment, and the DRS that he's going to get off of Shakal is going to help him to do that. So it's going to be a struggle for Kian to try and get past, but he's sticking very close, hoping that Invader makes a bit of a mistake and he can get the move done.
It's all to play for fourth position as it is at the minute.
Looks like the gap out the front is extended to 1.8 seconds as well, so Jesse's got his foot down after that quick lap from China beforehand. Let's see if China can do anything about it and bring that gap back down again.
They're pretty much equal on ERS. I say that as Jesse activates his ERS. But the gap is still climbing up. The only thing that I think is going to affect our lead could be the pit strategies. Do you do a Brazil and just extend that tyre life as much as possible and go on the one stop?
I'm not sure what the strategy is around here. Is it soft, medium, medium? Is it or?
I did a practice race earlier a couple hours ago. That was soft, medium.
Soft, medium. Okay.
But
you could potentially go soft, hard, but I couldn't imagine the hard tyres would be very nice around here, especially turn 8. Oh, and it looks like, as I've said that, Invader is round at turn 8, which gives the position to Kian now, which he's been waiting for. So he's up into 5th position. Gap at the moment is 1.2 seconds to Shakal, so he's going to want to try and close that down to get past the Alfa Romeo and try and catch up to Moshe. So position gain there for Kian.
Nice, and yeah, his teammate Trucky Fireman has just got past him as well because of that spin at turn 8. Is he thinking that his teammate is going to be quicker than him? They're doing a bit of a team orders kind of thing here.
So we could have Martin trying to make a move here on Tavernier. 5 tenths behind as they come into the DRS section. Tavernier is out of ERS. Martin has 6% left, so they're both burning it in this battle.
But Martin is not making use of the slipstream of the Ferrari, so...
Oh, and they've come together.
Contact.
They've both carried on.
Is there any damage? Doesn't look like there's any damages to either wings. Maybe a bit of side pod damage to Tavernier's Ferrari. Oh, what's going on there?
Oh, and something's happened to Kian, because Kian's just been barged off the track there by Tavernier. I don't know what happened there.
I couldn't explain it. I seen what happened. I was watching it, but it was not a usual car movement. It looked like he just
Kian's off again and into the wall.
Is that a DNF?
It doesn't look like it's a DNF. It's just some wing damage, I think. It looks like his rear tyres were too hot, and he's tried to come into turn 7, just completely lost the back end, got a swapper on, and just chucked it straight towards the wall. He's dropped all the way down to 13th after that good work he did earlier to get himself up to 5th position. He now finds himself 6 places down on where he started in 13th position. So
it's going to
not
be
ideal for the debutant in his Haas.
He's going to want to look to make short work of the rest of the field. Hope maybe a safety car could bring him back into it. Who knows?
Martin and Tavernier still going at it. Tavernier's just picked himself up another penalty for track limits as Martin's gone round the outside. That's a lovely move.
I think there's
Tavernier going to come back.
So Neil has left the session. I don't know if that was an internet thing or... I'll send him another invite. Just in case. That could be a... What's that now? Is that a quality ban or... I can't remember what the penalty is for that. Oh, I have an update on Neil. He's put in the chat, PlayStation overheated.
Oh,
That's
that's not
unusual.
ideal.
You might need that, sir, to play this game.
AJM gets the move done on Chuck Fireman.
There is
Is Chuck
only...
Fireman going to have another go back at him? He's picked up 3-second penalty for his exit on that corner there. Tries to look at the inside, but AJM's too far ahead, but runs very wide on the exit.
Truck Fireman did have a really good look at that then. He did look at that move very well. I don't know what I was going to say then. So there's a 3-second gap from the from first to second now, so it looks like this is Jesse's race to lose.
Well, we say that.
It's only 9 laps
Mank
in.
Red Devil is running on the medium tyres. Probably what we got 11 seconds behind the leader at the moment. So when the switchover happens, the mediums will come to life and be a little bit quicker than the softs. It just depends on how quick Mank is at the end of the race on the soft tyres and how long he can extend his mediums out for as well.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got no penalties as well, so he's got himself in a good position at the moment for a potential podium today as Mank.
Can he keep the composure though? That's a golden question. Martin's received another time penalty. Say again, sorry.
I was going to say, we'll have a quick look at what the penalties are at the moment. So we've got Mosher on 3, Shakal on 3, Mohamed Gouma on 3, Martin and Tavernier both on 6, Chuck 5 and 6, Invader's got himself 3, Brock and Lily 3, and Kian running in last is on 6 seconds at the moment, with a 19-second gap to Schnitzy. So it's going to be tough for Kian from now.
Yeah, that's going to be he's going to have to pull someone at the back there. Maybe a Lewis Hamilton-esque Brazil drive. I say that to annoy Jim, just for a laugh. So we got El Shakal. He's in the DRS of Mosh at the minute, but I don't think he's close enough to make a move into turn 1. He's got no ERS either, to be fair, so... Is he going to be able to keep up and stay in the DRS for another lap?
Run very wide on the exit there as well, so people are struggling on their tyres on this track at the moment.
I think some of these are running looser setups than they want to be running, personally.
Yeah, especially with turn 8, you're going to want as much grip as you can. You don't want the back end swinging around there.
Yeah, you want
But
quite a
then
stiff
again,
car through there.
too much front wing, and that can actually cause your back end to go around as well. So it's a balance that you've got to find. Everyone's different with what they want to use, but yeah, there's definitely a balance to be found around here to get that sweet setup.
Yeah, I mean, I only changed my setup today. I haven't changed my setup since Portugal came out, and today was the first time I've changed it.
Let's see if you can keep it pointing straight in the race then.
Yeah, well, so far I've got him on a new record. I haven't spun yet this season. It's only been one race though.
Chandler's coming to the pit, so he's the first one of the front runners to come into the box. Let's have a look, see what tyres he's going to opt for.
He's going to be on the mediums. He's popped the mediums on.
So 22 laps on the set of mediums. Is that 23 laps? It'll be. Is that possible?
It's possible, but you're not going to be the quickest car out there. It depends how much Jesse's pushing as well. He got a good gap from Chandler, so it's possible that he's not going for a conservative tyre strategy, and he's going aggressive. which means he's going to be forced into another stop when the time does come.
Neil Mozza needs an invite. He's hopefully getting it back on now, so maybe he's chucked some ice.
I have sent him one, but I don't know if he's received it. Because his PlayStation exploded, just like my till the other day in work.
I've sent him one there, so let's see what happens. So it looks like Jesse, Mosha and Shakal have all stayed out. They've not reacted to Chandler pitting. So they are taking their soft tyres a little bit further than Chandler did. Let's see how much further and how many places Chandler can gain.
Well, he's right at the back of AGM at the minute, and he's got past him with a bit of ease, to be honest. He is on 11 lap old soft, so he does have a tyre advantage there. He's catching Tavernier with a bit of pace. Is it Tavernier or Tavernier? Let us know in the chat. When you're not driving, obviously. We've got El Shakal's catching to the back of Mosh as well. He's only just dropped out of that 1 second mark.
Chandler's now right on the back of Tavernier. 2 tenths is the gap. He's going to get this move done as quick as possible. He doesn't want to get held up here. Mozza is back in, so hopefully his PlayStation doesn't explode and he can make it to the end of the race. As Chandler's gone straight into the back of Tavernier. Let's hope he's not got any damage there.
There was quite a bit of contact. I won't be surprised if there's a little bit. I can't see any.
Maybe we had a little ghosting moment that we didn't catch on the stream. Tavernier dives into the pits and Chandler shoots off with the DRS up the straight.
He
Mosh is in.
Mosh is in. He is in. AGM's stayed out. Trucky's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding crossing the pit lane entry line. He's not going to be happy with that.
Mosh has also opted for the medium tyres. Currently finds himself, the interval has gone. Just as I'm about to tell you the gap, I don't have that possible.
Every interval has gone, but even the gap for the lead, it won't even tell us the gap to the leader.
So all I can tell you at the moment, Mank is up 8 places, AJM's up 8, Martin's up 9. The biggest loser at the moment is Kian, who's down 10.
I can tell you Mchandler still holds the fastest lap with a 119.7 currently.
Well, I've got a couple of gaps that have just appeared again. 15th, 16th and 17th. There we go, top 3's back as well. As Jesse has pitted. So El Shakal currently takes the lead. Still on the soft tyres, but they're going to be very slow now as he enters the 14th lap.
He's gone to the hard, so he's going to the end on these. So he's definitely trying to make the one stop. Them hards aren't going to feel nice around here, though. To be fair, he's only 8 seconds from the leader as well. No, he's not. What am I on about? It's 12 seconds.
Oh, it looks like the ever-reliable CDM isn't going to be racing in Tier 1 today either.
Oh, what a
Well,
shock.
it only took him one race this season to be a letdown.
Are we surprised?
It was always going to happen. So we've got Mozza currently 8 tenths behind Invader. Sanchez on the back of Tavernier. 3 tenths is the gap at the moment. Just be patient.
Mchandler is catching. But is he going to have enough pace? That's the question. Sanchez is back in the pit for like the 6th time this race. The gaps are quite substantial now.
So, Shakal is still out. He's on his 15th lap on the soft tyres, so he's definitely going for the one-stop strategy. Surely he's going to chuck it into the pits this lap.
Well, if he does, he's going to come out at about 6th place, just in front of Mohammed. So
he's staying out as he enters the 16th lap on these soft tyres. We've got a yellow flag. It looks like there's a Mercedes round. Invader has fallen victim to turn 8 again. And Jesse puts in the fastest lap of 1:19.5 on those hard tyres, so it hasn't taken him long to light him up. Has Chandler got any response to that?
We'll have to see in the next live stream. So there's not much going on track at the minute. We have got Invader on the back of Tavernier. He's not going to be able to make the move into turn 1. He is sticking in the DRS zone though. Oh, he almost rear ends the back of Tavernier there. He's gone very wide. Just manages to hold on to the DRS.
It doesn't look like he's enjoying those hard tyres very much, is he?
No.
They are 9 laps old now as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if we... And Jesse's got himself a 3-second penalty. That could be vital for Chandler there.
That could play a massive
3.6 seconds is the gap at the moment, but that could be that little bit of an oomph that Chandler needed to get his foot down and bring that gap down. So let's see if Chandler can pump in some hot laps.
If I was Chandler, that time penalty would have motivated me big time there. I could just imagine him now gritting his teeth holding that controller. We got Shankly on the back of Kian.
Shankly's on 15 lap old softs as well, so I still can't believe that Shakal has done over half the race now on the soft tyres.
Yeah, they can't be feeling
surely
great.
it's going to be ruining him at the moment. His medium tyres are going to feel good when they come out, but Mank is going to come in probably at the same time and put on the softs and have the tyre advantage over him. So
I'm surprised Shankly or El Shakal don't have a puncture at this point, because the tyre wear on this track's not the best. It's quite high, the deck down around here.
And there you go. Shakal chucks it into the pit lane.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He was very cautious with that line, though.
Very, very cautious.
Very, like... I know it's a hard pit lane to enter and not get a speed in a penalty, but that was extreme caution. Mosh has now been promoted back up to 4th after the pit stop of El Shakal. Invaders and trying again. He has DRS. He is trying to follow as close to Vanya. He is weaving quite a bit on the straight, mind. And he's just outbraked himself. He's outbroke himself. English.
So Vanya is desperately holding on to this position.
He doesn't want to lose these points at any cost.
Can you blame him for driving like that when you see Max Verstappen doing it at the weekend at Brazil and getting away with it so far?
Yeah, but real F1 and OBF1 is 2 different things. We've penalised that before, so just got to keep an eye on that. Manchester Devils now in the pits. He's getting rid of his medium, so Jesse's now back in the lead. He has got about 7-second gap to Chandler. 5 seconds,
Let's
close
see
enough.
what the gap between Shakal and Mank is. Shakal's speeding along the pit straight at the moment. Fully ERS.
It's gonna be very close.
It looks like Shakal's got past, but it's not a very big gap, and Mank's going to be chasing down the Alfa Romeo now.
And he is going for what's this now? The 5th attempt to get past Tavernier. He is weaving. Is he gonna make contact? He's not going to. He stops it. And
It looks like he's got the job well done there. Tavernier's come back at him, but clipped the sausage curve and chucked him wide a little bit.
Won't be surprised
Tavernier's
if
going to try and come back at him in the next DRS zone. As AJM is driving behind as well and can sniff a couple of positions here.
it is. He's just on 4-lap old hards as well, so he's pitted
Oh,
all.
and Invader has missed the apex completely there. But luckily stays ahead of Tavernier.
We've got position swapping going down at the back. Schnitty's in the pit for a new wing. So there's been contact there.
We'll stay running the ball with Tavernier at the moment, as this is the closest battle on track for the time being. Mank must have had some kind of incident, because he has dropped back about 10 seconds now to Shakal, so not the outlet that he would have wanted.
It's not, but he could. He can go to the end of the race on these tyres, though.
He can, but 10 seconds on tyres that are just as fresh is going to be a tough ask. He might be able to catch up to Martin and Mohammed, but catching up to El Shakal, I think that one's out of question now. Unless we have the dreaded safety car.
Well, we've only got, what, 13 laps to go, I think? Yeah, 13 laps. It's not impossible for the safety car to come out, especially with turn 8 and the lack of some grip around this circuit.
I think penalties are going to play a big part in this as well. Just having a quick look at them at the moment, there's 3 seconds, 6 seconds, 12 seconds, 9 seconds. There's penalties all over the place at the moment, so across the checkered flag there could be position changes all over the shop.
I know we got Harv watching at home, hoping that Shankly gets into the points. He's currently got no penalties.
It looks like he'll definitely have a chance of getting past Chuck Fireman. He's going to need to do something if he wants to catch up to Sanchez, as he's got a 15-second gap at the moment. Sanchez only got a 3-second penalty, so. But again, anything could happen. The guys with a lot of penalties, they'll be the guys that will suffer if there is a safety car most, because it'll bunch the pack right up, and it'll be 3 overtakes for the guys that haven't got penalties, albeit that being 3 drivers: Neil Moser, AJM, and Shankly.
Oh, we got a yellow flag as well. There is it a Red Bull?
Looks like, yeah, Red Devils round again.
Oh, he's definitely going to be gagging for that safety car. I bet Short Marcus is as well, watching at home, because he knows it's an Aston Martin round here.
Tissue at the ready. There's Chuck Fireman's penalties are now up to 17 seconds. That's a solid effort. Let's see if you can get a lap worth of penalties.
He almost
Schnitzy
loses
pumped
his...
in a fastest lap, a 19.2.
Not a bad effort from the driver down in 16, taking a point off the top guys. And not getting one himself, though.
It looks like he's right on the back of Mosher at the moment. He's going to be trying to unlap himself by the looks of things, but let's hope he doesn't cause Mosher any time. Because we've got to be respectful of the drivers driving in the top positions. We can't be putting them off.
Well, we do have that blue flag rule that you're only allowed to overtake if you have the pace to. And if you do actually interfere with a other drivers, you will get penalised for it. Okay.
Looks like AJM has also got his teammate somewhere, as Tavernier now finds himself down in 10th position.
Sanchez has managed to pull a bit of a gap to Truck, but again, with the time penalties, who knows what the finishing positions are going to be.
Neil Mozza has gone up the inside of Broccolilli. They go side by side through turn one. A little bit of a touch there, but it looks fairly respectable from both of them. Broccolilli's run a little bit wider, and Mozza gets the move done. So didn't want to wait for the penalty to get the overtake done, and gets past Broccolilli up to 13th position. Now the interesting thing, he's got a 17.4 second gap to Truck Fireman, who has a 17-second penalty. So in theory, he's 1/10 behind now.
There's that, and his tyres are going to wear out, and Broccolilli's mediums will come into play. I don't actually know what his time penalty is. It's only 3 seconds, and he's got a big ERS advantage for the next DRS zone to get the position back off Neil Mozza. But I don't think he's in DRS range at the minute. He isn't. He's not going to get the DRS. Just like Kimmy didn't get the drink. We got Snitsy on the back of Kian. Kian with a 12-second time penalty, so Snitsy's already got P15 anyway.
Truck Fireman's come into the pits. Served 5 of his 17 seconds worth of penalties, and has come out on a fresh set of softs.
Shall I hit you with a random fact?
Yeah. Let's see if anyone likes it.
Well, this is the first time in OBF1 on F1 2021 that there have been no DNFs in a Tier 2 race.
Oh, and with 9 laps to go, you've definitely just jinxed something there.
I've had to do something.
Well, I give it a minute and a half and we're going to have a retirement. Who it's going to be, I don't know. Something's happened to Chandler. Because he's down in 5th position. Has he pitted again? Yes, he's pitted a second time for some soft tyres. So he finds himself 7/10 of a second behind Mohamed Guna. And then he's going to have a 7.5 second gap after that to catch up to Shikal, and then another 9 seconds to catch up to Moshe. So Shikal's definitely going to go to the end on his mediums. Can Moshe and Mohammed make theirs last?
Well, there's not that long left. There's 8 laps left. It's possible. How old are the
And
tyres?
it looks like Jesse has also picked for some softs.
Has Jesse just given away P1?
What's the gap going to be?
It's 8 seconds plus 9 seconds. Take away the 6. It's 3 seconds.
So Chandler has got past Mohamed Guna. Still a 5.8 second gap to the car in first. I think Jesse might have just made that stop to cover off any issues if there was a safety car and Chandler being on the quicker tyres. But the 10-second gap that Jesse's got to Moshe, this could be a victory here for Moshe. If he can make these soft medium tyres last another 8 laps, which I believe is possible with some people making the softs last 16 laps.
Oh, it's 100% possible.
He's going to have a race win here. Let's keep an eye on that gap from 3rd position to 1st. It's currently 9.3 seconds. Jesse's right on the back of El Shakal at the moment. We'll probably get this move done in the DRS zone past the start-finish line.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk overtaking until then.
The only issue that Moshe's got is Moshe's got 6 seconds of penalty and Jesse's got 3, so
the gap is
effectively it's only
seconds.
6 seconds that he's going to have to catch up to Moshe in, what's that, in 7 laps?
Yeah. It's doable. It is 100% doable. He has got fresher tyres. The mediums are starting to wear now as well. At this point,
If we say that, there was a second munched out of the gap between Masha and Jesse just in the first sector. But in pushing this hard, Jesse could potentially get another penalty.
he
So
could. And there's a
who knows?
around somewhere. Was that Invader? It wasn't Invader.
No, it was Truck Fireman. Both Mercs don't really enjoy that turn 8.
Merck's finding it very difficult today to get points. Invader's just scraping 7th. Maybe not even 7th with the penalties. I think he'll still be in the top 10 though, just about. Oh. We've got an update on El Chacal. There's, 7 laps remaining, and he's got a yellow fuel indicator warning on. So he's going to want to start fuel saving at some point.
Have a look. What's he got? It looks like he's got 6.8 laps of fuel left. Looking at his steering wheel. Oh, Broccolilli has been disqualified, so we've not had a DNF, we've had a DSQ. I don't know what's happened there, but for some reason Broccolilli was going the wrong way on the track and has been disqualified from the session.
Race, was it the wrong way? Or was it something
It says
else?
disqualified for driving the wrong way, yeah.
Oh. Well, we got a lot of incidents here, so most of them exceeding track limits. Yeah, that's questionable.
We've got Schnitzy currently running on the back of Kian. Comes into the DRS zone, opens up the wing, flies past the Haas. Kian fights it back into turn 1 and is contacting Kian is round.
Got an update from...
In my opinion, Kian probably should have let off a little bit there and allowed the position to be taken.
Yeah, I was watching from on board the car behind them two battling, and it was quite clear that he should have backed out, to be honest.
So you said you had an update?
Yeah, Broccolilli says it disqualified me because I spun and I was backwards. I know that's happened to me in a 5-lapper around here, actually, so it's not impossible. That was in the actual stream chat, though, not Discord.
And Broccolilli has actually just offered services to stream Tier 1. So it looks like we will be live for Tier 1 tonight as well.
Oh, that's bloody marvellous.
Looking at the front, it looks like Jesse has got the gap down to 3.6 seconds now. So with penalties, effectively, that is a 6/10 gap. But it still leaves Moshe in a good position for second, because it doesn't look like Chandler is eating through the time as well as Jesse is on the soft tyres. Chandler is approaching the back of El Chacal. They both have a 3-second penalty, so this is a move for position.
Kian round again in sector 3. He's looking. He almost lost it.
Oh no, that was risky sticking your nose up there, Chandler.
Oh, I thought you could penalty then this last. He's trying it again. Just
he's a very late move. He's just too far off to be making them kind of moves. You need to be focusing on the quick exit from corners, or the mistake which Chacal sort of just made there couldn't be capitalised on.
He might send it through here now. Yeah, thought better of it. Good choice.
Yeah, just set him up. Set him up for the straight.
Yeah, the DRS zone's coming. You don't want to pass him before the detection zone.
And all this is doing is helping Mosher in his fight for second position. Because
Well, yeah.
Shakal is now currently 8.8 seconds behind Jesse, who is 2 seconds behind Mosher, and Chandler's going to have to try and eat that gap up if he wants to get onto the second step of the podium.
Well, he's got past El Shakal, but he's only got 5% ERS to help him through the lap. As it is.
He's 10.4 seconds behind Mosher. So that'd be what, 7.4 he's got to catch up with penalties taken into consideration. With what, 3.5 laps to go.
There is. We got Mohammed on the back of AGM at the minute. He's they're both going into turn 1. He was looking to make the move into turn 1, but he thought better of it. He backed out to avoid contact. Probably there. It was probably inevitable if he didn't back out.
If I'm AJM, I'm letting him go here. Mohammed's got a 6-second penalty. And then AJM can follow Mohammed rather than getting caught up in a battle and keep within 6 seconds of Invader.
There is.
Who, as I say that, has just left the track and AJM has got past him, so that's irrelevant.
Commentator's curse. Or some
So it looks like Jesse is now going for position on track on Mosher. Coming into turn 1, it's going to be a late move, but no, thinks better of it, holds back. Both cars have just about 10% of ERS left, so this is going to be a drag race along the straight. Obviously, with the drag reduction system on the Aston Martin wide open. And it doesn't look like Mosher's going to be able to do anything about this. And
he switched
Mosley's got the slower car. I think he's allowed that move to happen. The fight isn't with him and Jesse. He already would have lost that position on penalties. He just needs to make sure he keeps the gap to Chandler, which is currently at 8.9 seconds. So it's going to be a big 2.5 laps for Chandler here if he wants to get himself onto the second step of the podium.
He might have to stick with the third step. There's only 2 laps left.
So we've got a fight here between Mank and Martin. Mank only does have 3 seconds worth of penalties, so the position is already his. But it's always nice to get it done on track as well. So with just over 2 laps to go, these guys are going to be fighting out on track. Mank's just going to make sure he doesn't give himself another penalty, because then it will be for position on track.
Which is not ideal. Shankly has fallen quite far behind now. I've just noticed I've ruined the thing because Kian's got a DNF.
Oh, I don't even know what happened there. It didn't come up on my screen, or has that just happened?
I'm not sure. I only just noticed. Has he said anything?
No, I can't see anything in the chat. As we were talking there, Mank has got past Martin. Looks like Martin has stayed on the back of Mank, so might make a move back in the DRS zone. A little bit of a squiggle from the Red Bull, who, by the way, are having a brilliant day in the constructors. We've got Mosher running in second and Mank now running in fifth, so that would be good stuff there for the Red Bull team.
Yeah, they're going to be happy with this one.
A quick look at the constructors from last week. So last week we had the Haas scored 25 points, which was Chandler, who's currently running in third position, which would...
There's another Merc off, I bet. That's Truck. It is. He's in the gravel.
Red Bull got 15 points last week. They're currently on for another 28 points this week.
I've got an update. The track's going to be quite slippery. It's raining.
Oh, it's the final lap. The rain has come.
There is rain.
Let's see. Anything could happen on this lap.
Turn 8.
Oh,
Man's gone.
No.
Man's gone. Oh, no. We got El Shakal going through turn 8. Is he going to spin with the little bit of rain? No, he keeps it. Stays in 4th gear just to avoid some wheel spin, though. It's quite a smart move. Well, there was rain this weekend.
And here
Well,
we have
weekday.
Jesse coming across the line in a debut race to take the victory, and that's a solid drive from the Aston Martin driver.
That
Mosher coming
was.
home in second position. We've got Chandler coming around the final corner at the moment to complete the podium and take home third. Didn't quite do enough to catch up to Mosher. Mosher with a one-stop strategy, that has worked very well for him, putting him on second step on the podium. Good drive, Mosher.
We
It looks like
appreciate.
El Shakal has run out of fuel and is trickling over the line, and that would have been another position for Mank to have taken there, who looks to have had another off and is currently sitting down in 7th position. So it looks like it was a case of commentator's curse, where I'd already given him the 10 points for 5th position, and he's sliding all over the place in the Red Bull at the moment. This rain, Mohamed Guna is off. He's lost his wing.
We got a
Truck fireman has DNF. This rain has caused all sorts of havoc for these drivers.
Well, we needed a little bit of something to spice up the end of the race, and we got it. 100%.
Sanchez is round, and he's going to lose out on the final points position to Tavernier.
Still got Shankly. He hasn't lost it yet. He's still going round. He's finished. Oh, he's finished.
Oh, and Tavernier has run out of fuel, so Shankly still might get 10th place with penalties. This is amazing.
What's going on?
Oh, Sanchez is back into 10th position. That's fantastic. And Neil was run out of fuel as well. Oh, there was fuel running out, there was spins. What a final lap that was.
That was fantastic. Fair play to Tier 2 for that race. Was not what I was expecting from that race then, at all. Jesus.
As we see the Aston Martin of Jesse onto the top step of the podium, lifting the trophy. Brilliant start to his OBF1 career. Congratulations. Mosher in second position. He would want it to have been, but he will keep the lead of the championship going into round 3.
I don't think you could ask for a better end to a race than that, especially on your debut. It's fantastic. Thank you guys for
pole, race win, and fastest lap for Jesse. So brilliant start. 26 points.
Can't complain there. What a race from Jesse. Right, let me just screenshot that. Well, you're already ahead of me.
Right, I'm going to have to leave now and get the Tier 1 race set up. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Thank you for sticking with us for this Tier 2 round 2. That's a mouthful. Grand Prix around Portimao. We'll see you next Wednesday. At what circuit is it? Question. Calendar. We'll see you at Abu Dhabi on the 24th of November. Peace. I'm still streaming. This is not going well. Come on, PlayStation.